Welcome everybody to this evening's sound bath. I hope you've all had an enjoyable day. We've had some beautiful weather, so I've had the opportunity to be able to spend a little bit of time in my garden, and then was able to go for a lovely walk in the woods. And we shall be making a fire later in the back garden with some of the choppings from the garden and a few little pieces of woods, a few bits of wood we collected earlier today. Yesterday before we started, hello, good evening. Yesterday before we started, I spoke about the frequencies of the crystal bowls and how they worked with you. If anyone is interested in this, I'm going to do another little stream which is purely just talking about frequency and vibration, because I do feel this is a topic that maybe we don't look enough into. For me, it is the making of everything. So by understanding it a little bit more, we can understand ourselves a little bit more. So welcome to anyone who has not entered this space before, and welcome back to anybody who's been here previously. It's lovely to have you. So tonight, before we get on with hearing these beautiful tones that they create, I just wanted to briefly talk about the mind. And the reason for this is a lot of people that I've met in my life, including me, really struggled with any form of meditation because I was unable to focus my mind or control my mind in any way. Had a highly active mind. I'm also quite a fidgeter. So for me, the act of sitting still whilst controlling my mind felt like an impossible feat, until I recognised that it's not actually about controlling, it's about allowing. And everything in this world has a nature, everything has a function, and what we can't do is change the function of something. We can influence how it works, but we can't change the actual function. If we look at our lungs, for example, our lungs, the function of the lungs is to inhale and exhale. No matter how hard we try, we cannot change that function. We can influence it, so we can take slower, deeper breaths. We can increase our speed of breathing, but we can't change the function. We can't make our lungs into a heart. If we look at the nature of our heart, it beats blood around our body, it pumps. The nature of the heart is to do these things. We can't change the nature of it. Again, we can slow our heart rate and we can speed up our heart rate, but the nature, the function remains the same. So with this in mind, it brought me to the conclusion that the nature of the mind is to think. That's what it does. So we can't change the function of what the mind does, but we can allow the mind to look and learn to go into the spaces that we choose for it to go to. And this for me was what meditation became about. Instead of trying to control my mind, I allowed my mind to take me on a journey. I closed my eyes and I allowed whatever needed to come through in my mind space, the opportunity to come through. And after I started practicing this, I recognised that there were moments of stillness, moments where time passed and I was unaware they were passing. And in those moments, I felt something. And what I felt was a sense of contentment and bliss and peace. And that for me is one of the things I feel are lacking in a lot of the spaces today. Yet we We plug our phones in before we leave the house, we plug our laptops, we charge up our electronic devices, yet we don't charge ourselves up. And just by giving ourselves 10, 15, 20 minutes, even 5 minutes of just sitting with yourself, breathing and allowing your body to function as it is meant, just by allowing your breath to flow, your mind will create what it needs. It will start to make lists, and then it will let go of those lists. And you will find a sense of peace. One of the other ways in which I found meditation a lot easier was by having a focus point. And that's one of the reasons I like to work with sound. Not only are they vibrational, so they affect our body in many ways, our cells in lots of different ways, but they also allow us to have a focus point for the mind. So when I'm working and when I first started meditating, I would give my mind a point to focus on, sometimes a place within my physical body. By asking the mind to work with you rather than trying to stop it from its function, you will find that the mind starts to work with you a lot easier. And when you say to your mind, I have a pain in my leg, what is going on there? Your mind will help you to find what the hell is going on with your leg. It will show you, because the mind knows everything. We just don't allow it to tell us. We block it because a lot of the time we just don't wish to know. Anyway, with that talk in place, really these bowls are about the feel. Sound is a big part, but really they're about a feel. So now settle down, close your eyes, pop your headphones in if you have some. The experience is so much better with headphones, although in all honesty I wish you could be here with me in this space, feeling the vibrations of what these actually release. So settle into your spaces, and like we just spoke about, just start to take some long, deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you breathe, please do give yourself permission to be here, permission for the experience, for you deserve it. Give yourself this short amount of time to please just receive and let go. And feel that beautiful breath as it gently flows in through your nose, down deep into your bodies, and feel as that breath comes back up through the throat, the mouth, and past your lips. Feel that breath and allow that breath to flow, just focusing on the sensation of your breathing. And as you breathe, feel the connection your body holds with the space where you rest. Feel that connection and breathe. Give yourself the opportunity to let go, to experience with love and blessings. And if each of you now just start to take some long, deep breaths and start to be aware of your breathing once again. Feel that breath as you inhale and feel that breath as you exhale, and feel as your breathing starts to bring you back into just this moment. Each breath bringing you back. As you breathe, feel your beautiful bodies, and really take a moment to acknowledge how your body feels, and breathe, feeling that breath. As you now start to wiggle your fingers and toes, as your breathing brings you back more and more. Each breath bringing you back until, to the sound of my voice, you will all come back fully into your rooms and into this time and space only now. And when you're back, open your eyes. And because I'm a little distance away from my computer, I'm just going to say hello to people now as I didn't see you earlier. Oh, hello to Rena, Linda and Angie. Hello guys. Also, because all of this technology is very new to me, I never even know if anyone's watching me while I'm streaming, because I don't know how to see if anyone's viewing you. So it's all quite exciting really, because I never know what's going on the other side of this screen. I want to thank each of you again for giving me the opportunity to work with you and to do what I can in this time. On Thursday, obviously, as some of you I think know, we're going to have a catch up here as a live stream. One thing I'm genuinely missing is not necessarily, well, a little bit seeing people's faces, but also a lot more than that. It's the general interactions of just catching up. Now, most people that know me, oh, bless you, Mary Lou, you're welcome. Most people that know me know that I can be quite random. And hey, Alexis, hi there. And I think that's why I get on with quite a few people, because we can have way out there conversations or feel free enough to say things that you can't with a lot of other people. And one thing I feel very blessed to have is my shop space. I feel absolutely honoured and blessed to be able to have a space where I do have that freedom of expression and the opportunity to give others the freedom of expression and to feel safe enough to do so. And the one thing I feel that is missing with this isolation is maybe a safe space to express or to ask questions. Now, I'm pretty certain that if one of you has a question about anything, that same question is probably resonating with a lot of other people at the same time. And sometimes by one person asking that question, it allows others to receive something that they wouldn't have otherwise been able to receive, because they are not yet at the stage where they can ask. And I do actually feel that in this moment in time, one of the big lessons is to be able to say it's okay to receive. One of the things that saddens me greatly is knowing that givers are the worst receivers. It's the nature. Most givers find it incredibly difficult to receive without feeling guilty, without feeling that maybe somebody else deserves it more than them. And the one thing I've noticed through this is we need to ask more. There's nothing wrong in saying, I'm not feeling great today. There's nothing wrong in having a little moan in someone's ear about something that's frustrating you, as long as it's in a space where you're not burdening. And I think that that's what we have at at Earth Spirit, and I think there's a lot of other spaces also that also have that safe space to be, where people can let go and they can unburden without feeling guilty. And I think that that's something that's missing at the moment. So Thursday night is a little bit of a free-for-all. I'm just really making myself available to people. I'll bring a few of my crystals from my home, because I know a few of you will be loving to get your eyes on what's in my little collection in my house that you wouldn't have seen. But really it's more of a space just for us to connect as human beings. I know that working through this channel, it can be quite cold and quite impersonal. So really I just am trying to reach out to people to engage on a human level. And to anybody that does need anything, please do feel free to message me, feel free to ask. You know, there is no shame in saying, actually, I do want to receive a little bit. In fact, it's the courageous thing to do now. And to any healthcare workers, any NHS people, okay, this little story is for you, and it's just a short story. So, if you saw me walking down the road with a broken leg, and you saw me putting weight on this leg time and time again, each day you saw me walk past you, at one point, due to your nature, you're going to come over to me and you're going to say to me, that leg, it looks like you're in pain. I know you can cope and I know you're okay at the moment, but if we have a look at that leg now, it won't get any worse. So let me support that leg for you. Let me put a splint on that leg and give you a crutch to lean on for a very small amount of time so that the leg can heal and be good as new in no time. And those words are coming from the right space. You have a desire to help and you're offering to help, but you can't make that person accept your help. And what's going to happen if that person continues to walk on that leg? It's going to get worse. The pain is going to get worse. The damage is going to be longer, and it's going to take longer to rebuild. And that's the same with a lot of people that are givers. You keep giving and giving and giving, but sometimes you've got to say it's okay to receive as well. There is no harm in that, because what I learned, and it was a tough lesson, is that when you learn to receive, your capacity to give is actually far greater. It's one of these ironic lessons in this universe. So if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling exhausted, please do join the spaces that are available to get refreshed, to get replenished, to let off steam, because it's important. When we hold things in, it causes blockages, it causes stagnations, and we will tire out a lot quicker. So I ask any healthcare workers, any support workers, anybody in the front line, anybody at all who feels that they are in a space where they can cope and it's okay, please just come forwards, join some of the groups that are available, even if it's not with me, because you're supporting everybody else. And while you're doing that, you're burning out. That doesn't need to happen, because there are plenty of people with open arms and open hearts and big hands who are willing to support you. So please feel free to come forwards. So I guess that's it from me tonight. I genuinely hope that my sounds, my words are reaching and that they're helping on some level. I really can't wait to see everybody again and share in all of your adventures. God knows what any of you have been up to. I'm really looking forward to that. But alongside that, as I said, on Thursday, please feel free to join. I'm really looking forward to just having a good old catch up, to see some familiar and some new faces, hearing about what you've been up to, asking any questions, and yeah, so I guess that's it from me tonight. With much love to each of you as always, and as always I ask for any love, any of the blessings, any of the vibrations that are created here, I ask for those to also be fed through the universe, and into the spaces where they are needed most at this time. With much love to each of you, and I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Much love from me. Take care. And please, please do treat yourself to at least 10, 15, 20 minutes every day that is just for you. Much love. Bye-bye.